with respect to letting things fall away, let's say you have this cup and it has some water in it right now. Eventually the water won't be in it, and then the cup will be empty and free enough to contain something else. Could be orange juice, could be soda, could be alcohol, could be coffee, could be anything. But so long as it's full of one thing, it can't have something else in it. Now, the ego loves to cling and hold on to things. It loves to hold on to how things were in the past. It loves to hold on to set beliefs that are solid about things that may not be relevant to the current reality. It essentially is filling a cup with ice and expecting you to be able to drink it. You can't drink ice. You can drink something with ice in it, but ice itself is undrinkable. As a matter of fact, the only way to consume ice is to chew it. And when you chew it, it's damaging to your teeth. And I guess you could also put it in your mouth and let it melt, right? But so it melts. Then you're consuming the water. You see, and that's the point. The warmth of your mouth gives it the heat, the fire, so to say, to allow the solidity to disappear and allow it to move into its more transient nature. Its more fluid nature, literally speaking. Now, the fluid also is only relatively fluid. It's only relatively able to move and so forth. It's more movable and bendable than the ice, which is completely solid. But in its gaseous form, which is water vapor, right? Steam, which you can't even control. It goes in the air. If there's a fan blowing, it'll go everywhere, and then eventually it turns into clouds and stuff, right? Beautiful clouds, right? Clouds are beautiful things, and they literally float in the air. They float in the sky. So the purpose, and then they give life-nourishing water. So the purpose of spirituality, in a sense, is to go from being like ice to then giving it the warmth so that it can turn into a lighter form, be it water, be it gas. Gas, however, is still a thing though, right? It's not completely transient because it's still comprised of H2O, those same elements or molecules or whatever they are, compounds. In spirituality, you're consciousness, right? So the most solid form would be, me, right? Like this body, this person. The more fluid form would be your psychology, right? I used to think like a child, now I think like an adult. Soon I'll think like an older adult. I used to think this, now I think for this. I like these people, I vote for this person, and all these things are fluid, right? This is what I prefer to do day by day. I might want to do. Those are all fluid. They're changeable. And the spiritual thing is more like the gaseousness, in the sense that you can transform and turn into something else, because it's beyond gaseousness though, because again, gas is still a thing. The spiritual aspect is, I'm none of these things. I am. I am. I am. I am. And right now, I am this. Now, right now, again, which is a new right now, because a few seconds later, I am this. And I've changed slightly. A few more thoughts have gone through my head. The molecules in my body have changed a little bit. The changes are indiscernible because they're so minute and so small. But then again, so is a process of ice turning into water. If it's on your tongue, it goes slowly. Slowly it warms, and then slowly the first layer sheds, and the next layer sheds, and the next layer sheds, and the next layer sheds. Then eventually the whole thing's gone. And it's done through warmth. Warmth as well is the same thing that turns into vapor. Now, the warmth of consciousness is not warmth at all, actually. It's not, but it's warm compared to coldness. It's warm compared to the coldness of the ego, the coldness of fear and hostility and repression and all that. Wanting, greed, all that. The warmth of the consciousness is nothing. There is no thing. It's not a feeling. It's not anything. But it feels much better than coldness. So in that sense, as well, there's a warmth involved with shedding all these layers of ego and then turning into your more transcendent self.